What's going on, guys? It's the One Round Ryko, and today we are finally here with something different, something I've tried to do for a while, and I decided since I picked up this particular one you see on screen, that I'm just going to jump into and get it over with, and if this goes well, then I'll finish editing a different video I have that I recorded previously, and then also continue on to others that I like to do the same. So I have another big one sitting here that I've been just waiting for the perfect moment to open and really get to, but I figured what a better way to do it than start with something that really helps start it all when it comes to robots, specifically with my love of giant combining mechs. Here today we have the Chogokin Megazord, otherwise known as Daijujin in the Super Sentai. I don't remember it's like, not Kaku Ranger. I don't remember what the Sentai version of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is over there. I forget. I normally do. I don't keep up with Sentai too much, but being a Power Ranger fan for long enough, you start to pick up some things. But yes, we have, I think this is the English release of this version. That's why it says Megazord and it has this particular box on it. And to be honest, I have some other Soul Chogokin robots. I have a Gurren Lagann, Soul Chogokin, Gurren Lagann, or Super Robot Chogokin. There's a difference. It's very particular, but yeah, I have Super Robot Chogokin, Gurren Lagann, and Anti-Gurren Lagann. They're over here, which I plan to do something on at some point. And their boxes were like a third or half the size of this one. So this boy is big, and I mean big. I think he stands just under 9 inches or whatever, but yes. Normally, if you're regular here, I do, or if you just take a look at my channel, I normally do card openings or card game related things, whether it being Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and anything regarding those, whether it be like the pop figures I've opened, or the damn McDonald's pack from Pokemon, all that kind of stuff. I've been wanting to do figure reviews because I collect these anyway. I'm going to spend money on these. Why not make a video of it and share it with other people? Because I know a lot of people like this. And this one is a semi-older toy, I guess. It's been out for a while. But this one I picked up is a sealed, still factory sealed, was never opened. The guy I bought it from got it from his friend who never opened it. He got it and never ended up opening it. So I decided, screw it. I'm going to open it. If I'm going to open it, I'm going to do it in a video to show opening it up in 2021. And plus, he wanted a video of me opening it if I did open it anyway. So, what better way? I do a YouTube channel. Let's crack it open. Now, this is going to be, I'm going to try to keep this a bit shorter. So, it's not going to be a full in-depth review of the figure. But it is going to be an unboxing. You're going to see it. I'm going to put it together and give you what I can tell you of it. And then tell you to try to find one if you can, because they're pricey. I got a pretty decent deal on this. And as you can see, I'm kind of backed up a bit. I'm going to try zooming out just a bit more. That's a little better. I'm going to zoom back in. Let's do a happy medium of what I just did here. Because this one's bigger, obviously. Once I get it out, I'll be able to scooch in a bit more. But yeah, I have him like at max distance because this thing is huge. And a bit bigger from my usual setup. So you can see he's GX72. And on the back here, you get a nice view of all the Zords. Give you a nice look at everything. And I'll go ahead and read these for you. They're a little hard to read for you there, even if I pull it in. So I'll go ahead and read for you. So starting at the top. Megazord. After over 20 years, the Megazord is reborn in composite die cast with the Soul Chogokin series. The 5 dinosaurs are carefully recreated to match their individual appearances in the original TV series. Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. Forming the body of the Megazord, the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord features die cast in the chest, thighs, and foot claws. The mouth opens and closes, and the hand claws, shoulders, and elbows, hand claws, shoulders, elbows, thighs, ankles, and tail are all articulated. The cannon for attack tank mode can be stored in the chest. So the feet of the pterodactyl can fit in his chest too, which is nice storage. Then we have the Mastodon Dinozord. The Mastodon Dinozord forms both arms in the back of the Megazord, as well as the mammoth shield. The trunk has 3 points of articulation and can move up and down. Die-cast parts are used in the legs. A retracting cover over the back is a new feature, and in Megazord mode, the cover folds up and stores under the shoulder armor. Triceratops Dinozord. Triceratops Dinozord becomes the left leg of the Megazord. The front, claws, and tread axles are all die-cast. Also, to make the Megazord look sleeker in combined mode, the tread parts can slide up into the body. Saber-Toothed Dinosaur. The Saber-Toothed Dinosaur becomes the right leg of the Megazord. The chest and foot claws are use die-cast parts. In addition to the mouth and neck, each leg has 3 points of articulation and can be moved freely. The tail cannon has a slide for extension, so it makes it a bit longer when it goes pew-pew. The Pterodactyl Dinosaur. The Pterodactyl Dinosaur becomes the chest of the Megazord. The chest, which becomes the fang design of the Megazord's chest, is die-cast in addition to an articulated neck and articulated wings. The cannons for the attack tank mode can be attached to the rear wing to assemble the feet. Megazord activated. Megazord, originally released as Evolution Combination DX Daijujin in 1992 in Japan. The toy became a massive success with the release of Zero Ranger. That's what it is. Zero Ranger. Zero Ranger. In America under the new title Power Rangers. Of the toys in the Super Sentai toy line, Daijujin was the first toy to be made of mostly plastic, becoming the first item to be released as a DX Robo instead of DX Chogokin figure. Instead of A. Yeah. The new Soul of Chogokin release places die-cast parts throughout the figure, creating an undeniably heavy and impressive feeling. Droids are present in all limbs and body in the Megazord mode, making the figure capable of full range of articulation. Even the classic A-frame robot stance is possible. The main weapons of the Megazord and the Power Sword and the main weapons of the Megazord, the Power Sword and Mammoth Shield are also included. Every part, every detail has truly been upgraded. So, after reading all of that, you can see it's been initiated. See, they have the classic pose of them running next to each other and then combining into the attack tank mode, which I'm probably not even going to show you today because that mode is meh and just kind of annoying to do. And in any form, whether it be the legacy one or not, it's annoying. So I'm just not going to do it. Let me see it. We have it, standing up like in the series, the shield coming on. Oh, it says something here. Rising from the attack tank mode, the head comes into view with the Pterodactyl Dinosaur becoming the chest. The Megazord is complete. And then we see here, of course, the Megazord itself. So yes, we are here with everything. We see all the goodness. And I'll show you this side. It shows all of the little dudes. Let me zoom up just a bit. It shows all the little dudes chilling here. And then, of course, on the other side, it has the Megazord itself just standing. And then here. And with this, which I can't show because I don't have them, this is compatible with the Soul Chogokin Dragonzord and Soul Chogokin Titanus, which have been released. Or I guess King Caesar and King Brachio, I think they are in the Sentai. I think it's King Brachio, something like that. I don't know if he's named King too. I don't remember. Because again, I'm a filthy American. Take a sip. But yes, which obviously my favorite combination is what you can see here with the this is not the legacy feat. It's the legacy Dragonzord, but it's the 2010 release of the Megazord, so it's not all die cast in there, but I haven't got one of those yet, and now that I have this, I'm probably not going to anytime soon, because this is arguably the better one, because there's more articulation, and they're all about the same size anyway, so whatever. But over there, that's my favorite combination, the Mega Dragonzord, or is it Dragonzord fighting mode, or attack mode, or whatever mode you want to call it. So of course, and Dragonzord being a personal favorite of mine, because everyone and their mother loves Tommy. He's a little oversaturated, but come on now, he's Tommy, he's the guy, of course so. And Green Ranger was the original villain, dude. He literally came out and said, hey, I'm going to step in your house, kick your ass, kick you out of your own Megazord, and hit you with one another. He was that dude. But enough talking aside, let's get into the actual here. This will be the first time this is opened. So let's watch. Let's get this into view before I do anything silly. And of course, I'm going to keep this box as safe and protected as possible because it's a beautiful box and I like storing those. Because if ever I have to sell it or something, it's better to have everything that it came with. So let's... Oh, my favorite, the squeaky styrofoam. And I believe it's going to be right here on the back. We're going to get our view of everything. In this box, I will safely tuck away over here in my magical storage area that is totally not a chair covered in other things. So here's our view of everybody. Let's go back up just a bit. We have Tyrannosaurus, Saber-Toothed Tiger, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Mammoth. Even though is it called Mammoth over here? Okay, Mastodon. It's a mammoth, but also Mastodon. I don't really know the difference, if there truly is a difference. But then, of course, the cannon / pterodactyl feet and the power sword stuck up here. I'm going to lay these down because standing up that way kind of makes me a little nervous. So we can go over this little booklet right here. Booklet. Booklet. I amuse myself. Okay, there's a lot of tape. So first we have... this is a questionnaire. I was going to be like, I don't read whatever this is. Zoom in just a bit. Woo! There we go. So they got some tape here. And then let's... Ooh! I like the back of that. Look at that. Bam. It's got all the dudes with the power coin. With the tribal power coin, I think that's called. That has all of them on there. And of course we get the front here. I think this... Is this the instruction booklet? I mean, I guess it's kind of straightforward. But, I mean... Yeah. Beautiful. It is not in English. But, I've messed with robots enough. And also this shows that, it's something I meant to mention earlier when I was reading the back. The Triceratops has a little... his horns pop out and have chains on them, which they use that a few times in the show, which is pretty cool. I appreciate that they added that in there, so you can take them out. I don't think there's a way to automatically roll them back in. You just kind of have to ease them back in. But I probably won't show that when I'm messing with it. But yes, he can do that, so you can have poses of him grabbing that monsters or whatever. Especially with the new Hasbro, the Lightning Collection, the villain line that has like Pumpkin Rapper and King Sphinx and what have you, and even just the Goldar they're released normally. They scale up pretty well, I guess. Well, I mean, maybe not to this one, because this one's pretty big, but you know. And it's just showing, the difficult transformation that is the pterodactyl. It's very, very complicated and intuitive. If you are not like a genius that has like a 200 IQ, do not attempt trying to transform the pterodactyl. The pterodactyl, it is very hard. You will like explode if you can't do it right. Just don't do it. And of course, yes. And there's another thing with the Tyrannosaurus. His the little joints, I guess, the pegs that are used for when you combine the tiger and Triceratops to his legs to form the Megazord legs. It actually folds in and out now, so you can kind of hide it away, because that was kind of an issue on the Legacy ones where it just kind of stuck out when he was by himself. So makes it nice and sleek. Then shows all the continuing This is some like premium instructions, bro. I didn't think it'd be this serious, but I like it. Then of course it's just showing all this. I probably won't need this. I'll come back to it if I really need to, but I mean, it's fairly straightforward to do all this. I mean, especially if you had of any of the versions of the toy, you know what you're doing. There's just little new, new nuances, to use big words for everything. So, let's see here. Who should we start with? Kind of want to start with T-Rex, because you know he's the guy, but I kind of want to save him for last because again, he's the guy. So let's start with the hardest one. As I said, is the pterodactyl. I'm warning you, do not do this without adult supervision. Okay, watch. I know that was a lot. I know I did that kind of quickly, but come on, okay. Are you paying attention? You watching? Boom. Okay, did you catch that? I know it's kind of you know. Okay, I'm gonna drop that. I'm being dumb. So let's get the little feets going. Little feets. And they just kind of slot on like you saw. And I know there's one issue that a lot of people have with the, particularly this one, is purely that it's a fingerprint magnet, because it's very pretty. I'm going to adjust the light here to have it more this way so you can see it shine in the light. And even this one, being clearly the lightest one with not much to it, has some heft to it, just enough to be like, this is more than just plastic. Like, these won't snap off because they're locked in there. And I believe is there a little tab in here that I'm missing, or maybe I should look at the instructions. No, I don't need to do that. But yeah, so ta-da, number 1 done. So she can sit there, and then or she can lay. It is still kind of awkwardly shaped because it's a little top heavy. There we go. Okay, you just lay down. Okay, so now we're getting into oh my goodness, I really did not realize how big these things were. So of course the saber-toothed tiger folding out the feet. Oh, I love that. I love that noise. Fold out the tail. Fold out the tail. Fold out the tail. Is there a button? Oh my. There we go. Ta-da. And then, I know that's usually up for Megazord mode, but turn those back down. Turn those back down. Rawr. And then, of course, there's head. I love the head. You can really give some character to it. You can bend the legs all nice and neat. And then there's the extension for the tail. See? Oh, you can't see that. So let's go back again. Ooh. Again, only for master users of these type of things. That's really difficult to do. Let me do it one more time slowly. Yeah. But I like that nice and it just, ooh, it looks almost like a Zoid, even though I'm sure Power Rangers or Sentai came first. But it just, the head sculpt, it looks menacing. I love it. It looks mad. It's just like, I feel like, especially, or not so much the saber-toothed tiger, but definitely that the Triceratops kind of gets shafted because it literally just doesn't do anything. It rolls around. Let's talk about Big Boy here and compare them because they're both the legs. Like, ta-da, that's it. Oh, hold on, I apologize. Let me, ta-da, that's it. He flips them around. He has his cannons. You know, that's really it. And I know they're the legs, so I feel like they kind of get shafted. But the saber-toothed tiger always feels like there's more to it, more to her, like just bulky and menacing. I know there's a lot of fights where it would literally run out and just attack the enemy and jump on them and bite them and stuff, which I really like. And in this one, it just, oh, I just appreciate how that looks. And as you can see, lots of articulation can do that. I showed the mouth. And then they do have the wheels. They're a little sticky, I think. These actually turn, right? Are these real wheels? Oh, maybe they're not. Maybe it's only on him. Oh, I guess they don't actually have wheels. Huh. Well, you know what? I don't want it. No, that's funny. I mean, I get it. This isn't meant to be rolled around like a toy, so I guess that makes sense. But if you really want to, you can, ta-da, you can make it work. But yeah, see, and I guess I'll mention it since I'm here. Ta-da, you see the little chain. You can reach out and grab. I'm going to be careful with that and get that back right into place. And then I think his head extends out just a bit so you can do that. He can look up. And can I get to his mouth? I'm pretty sure his mouth opens, right? It has to open. Maybe it doesn't. Was that in the instruction book? Maybe I do need that. Let's look. Does his mouth open? Does his mouth seriously not open? That'd be... Huh? I guess not. I guess that makes sense, because, I mean, why does he need it? But I would have liked it, at least. But as you can see, I've always, when I was a kid, I wanted to be the Blue Ranger just because I preferred the color blue as my favorite color, if you couldn't tell. And I always wanted to be the Blue Ranger, but the leader. But in most cases, the Blue Ranger gets like a lame Zord. Don't get me wrong, I like the Triceratops. He's cool and he does a lot. Don't get me wrong, Billy is the OG, man. He's got the brains and the bronze, but this dude, he don't do much. But he's super cute. And look, he's got the little dog head tilt. Bam. And then speaking of tilting heads, let's get Mr. Mastodon here. Ooh, he's icy metal and he's got weight. Let me fix his feet so he can stand properly. But bam. We got the whole squad just about. So he can move his head up and down. Can move this around, which I really appreciate that they let them do this. Because he has like that frost breath attack where he'd stick out his nose and go, I guess his snout? Trunk. That's the word, trunk. But yeah, and he has little feet. I kind of wish they had where he could have his feet go up and down, kind of like in this show, because he goes like bum, 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 bum when he walks. But he is very cute. All these are adorable. I love them. I love them. They're my babies now. Look at that. And the head. I think a lot of companies really undersell how much head articulation can give to a figure. Because most Megazords, especially the American ones, are bricks. They don't move very much. They can stand there and look cool. You can't bend the elbows. Most of the time, you can't bend the legs outside of, like, features of transformation. Which is why this one's so cool, because you can do the articulation. But even on the little guys, giving them just a little bit of head motion to really have them feel alive is something that a lot of toys miss. I think even just adding a little bit of head rotation on any given toy really can add so much. But that's just me. It's definitely one of my favorite features of anything. So even though that's the other guy. And now let's get to the main show here, which I might have to actually stand for, is Tyrannosaurus. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this monster. I'm gonna have to set you guys back, because he is imposing. Get his little arms. I love how big his arms are so good here, because I actually, do I have him nearby? Let me go look for him. I'm gonna aim you this way for a second, because I meant to put my Megazord back together to show off like the comparison of both of them, but I'm just gonna show off one that I happen to have, which is the not Legacy. It is the 2010 Megazord release. Excuse the cat toy. Here he is, a 2010 Tyrannosaurus. Not the Legacy one, which he has more die cast, and I think he's slightly bigger, kind of. But you can clearly see the difference here. Like this Chogokin one, he can bow his legs a bit. He's taller. He can move his arms more. His claws actually open, and you can use them. He could hold something if you really wanted him to, like one of those little pieces of debris or something. I know there's a lot of like city model sets things you can put in the background for when you're displaying these kinds of figures. So he could really do a lot, and as you can see, there's some more stuff, things for the future, and Happy Meal. Let's see, zoom out just a bit here, but seriously, just these two alone. He's more bricky, he's clicky, his mouth is kind of loose, probably because he's older, but he kind of just awkwardly stands. His arms are tiny and completely functionless in all cases, really. You can't do anything with them. The pegs stick out, and they're really... Nothing, not to bash you, buddy. I love you still. You're still my boy. But you can see where they made clear improvements. Like, even the toes are separated. Look at his little feet. These ones are blocky feet. This one, he actually has toes. Like, you can see them. And just the overall heft to it, too, you can really feel. Even the tip of the tail, they have, even the backs look good. Look at all this. Like, the detail there. They're not stickers. This is, like, actually molded and painted on. Tail has got a little metal tip on there. And then it, of course, this bends inward. And even the tail has, articulation to it. Like, you can move it around, kind of similar to the Red Thunder Dragonzord from season 2, where here it's just a metal piece and just clicks up and sticks onto the Mastodon, which it does the same thing here, but it can kind of go in. You'll see when I get there, but you can see the clear just detail and care taken, and opening his mouth the same. That the cannons, over here the cannons are just stickers, but here the cannons are actual molded cannons. Like, they're actually in there, and they are more than just like this dude looks like. They look like eyes. They're just like little eyes that are just a little sticker that's lopsided. That's how I put it in there. But here you can just see, he can move his arms out a bit. He feels like the body of the Megazord. He feels like a monster. Look at him. Look at them all, honestly. Let's scoot back just a bit, and let's see if we can get the whole squad lined up for the selfie, if you will, as the kids call it. Pterodactyl, just sit up there. There we go. Or just fall. That works too. These guys are big. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on my display for this when I keep doing this, but hopefully things will be different soon enough, and I'll be able to do that. But bam. Gonna kind of use Saber-Toothed Tiger here to help hold you up. There's the whole squad. Okay, come on, Triceratops. Stick out. There you go. Boom, look at them. They're so beautiful together, but there's only one thing you can do when you have 5 Dinozords together at last. Gotta bring them together. So first off, I'm gonna take you out of here. Again, this is the hardest thing to do. Okay, see that? See that? Very difficult. And then, of course, just fold back in. Ta-da. And this is what I was looking at, the little pegs for the Megazord mode. Do they come down? They come down, yep. That's to make it a bit more secure when it sticks to the chest of Mr. Guy here. And then I'm going to set her aside because that's literally it. I'll get everyone else ready because the Triceraton, yes. That one, the T-Rex, damn it. The T-Rex takes them the most. So let's fold them in, I believe. No, these fold down, right. These ones fold inward. And then, of course, head up, pull here, and these kind of just come with, this kind of just stabilize it, really. Yeah, okay. So there's one leg down, and then Triceratops, much easier. And these click in to make it a bit easier make it a bit more sleek, because he is the bulkier of the two. Bam. So we got both legs. So let's go ahead and decapitate our poor friend over here. Should just pop off, really. Maybe not. Is there a trick to it? I'm unsure. So now you open it from the back. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. So we take out his poor little head off. Fold this up. Do it this way so you can properly see me. And then pull out the handle. And this goes up a bit. And he's going to sit down here with the other feet of the Pterodactyl. And these fold out. This is the cool thing that they were talking about. You can spread them open here. And you really start to feel the weight of the die cast. Fold upward. Fold upward. Dramatic hand flip. Dramatic hand flip number 2. And then these just fold back. Ta-da, nice and clean. And then I'll show it here. Can do some articulation. Hands open. Pull out the thumbs. They're kind of on a swivel joint here. You grab. And then lay the little backpack down. Scoot everything back here. And now for the main event, we have the T-Rex. Gonna unclip his thing here and put his tail downward like as such. Fold the legs in. And when you do that, you move these forward. Move out the joint here. Same with the back. They kind of just pop out on their own as you're going. Get the tail up. And then tuck in the arms. And let's get just started on standing. Boom. Up there. Just come down, right? Yeah. And then let's lay him down for a second. Yeah, that covers it, so that opens up the joint here. And we slide it right in. So now you can see we already got leg movement. He's got a hip movement, which I forgot to show. He is a little heavy. Let's do it that way. There we go. So that everything down to really stabilize it. Are there little things on the back that do it? Yes. He has little heels here that come out. Mainly for her, just to give him that stability. And then combine onto the back. And they clip in. He already looks so sleek. It's pretty. And then it clips right in. Does this have a thing? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm thinking of the Dragonzord. I don't know. Let's give him a wider stance here. He's heavy. He's a heavy boy. And then bring on the pterodactyl. Wait a minute. I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting. Here, let's do that. Then we bring down T-Rex head. Clip out. That's where we're starting to see here. And then slides right on. Clips in. Nice and straight. It's a little loose because there's not like a second one, but you can push it inward. And then have to do that to make him stable. And of course, we zoom in. We pull out both his horns, and we have him here. Zoom out to get him on all his glory. The soul of Chogokin Megazord. His head's a little cut off because he is just that tall and imposing. But my goodness, what a toy, bro. He can just really dramatic pose. I'll give a little aerial shot of him. But of course, we're not just finished yet. We have the little cannons that clip right to his back. Right onto the feet of the Mastodon here. Ta-da! And then, of course, the last part of the puzzle, you stick on the shield here, and you get his thumb all in there, and he can hold it up. Let's get it in there tight. There, ta-da! He holds his shield, and that's, or not, it pops out. Hold on. This guy's big, so I really gotta get used to. He's heavy too, so doing it the way I have it here is a little tough. Does it kind of clip in? It kind of does. There, that's what it is. You lock the thumb down and it keeps it in place. So we have the shield. And that's it. That's the last part of him. There's nothing else. Oh, wait. Of course. The final thing that, of course, I was pretending to forget is the power sword. And by a power sword, this sword, whoo, this definitely, give you a look on its own. It's imposing. It's beautifully detailed. See, he's blocking out the. There we go. So you can see that, and of course, it's all nice and chrome, and it slides right into his hand. He grips it nice and tightly. You can get him to really choke up on it, and then, ta-da! We have it. Soul Chogokin Megazord. Zoom out just a bit and move back in so you guys can really see. His sword still is not in view because look how tall he is. And I'll give an example just because I have it here. This one is probably a better size comparison, but this is it's the Legacy Dragonzord in fighter mode with the 2010 parts. But look at the size of these two compared together. They compare very well. And I honestly think like you're probably spending about the same getting the Legacy as the Soul Chogokin. And I honestly say get the Soul Chogokin because there's more you can do. There's more posability. Because look, he has the Mastodon arms. There's no bending. There's no hand motion at all. It's just a backpack that's there. Down here, Triceratops. This thing doesn't even move. And these are here. There's no articulation at all. You can use the Saber-Toothed Tiger's articulation to give him that more stability. But like even together, they pose very well together. And of course, he's a bit taller just because the Dragonzord makes it that big. But just look at them. They're so pretty and beautiful. But I'd want to go, I'm already running a bit more than I meant to here, so I'm going to leave it here on a shot with these two, because these are just two imposing titans of Zords. If you want to see me do more of a review and a better comparison to other things, and whether you'd like to buy it, or like what are the pros and cons, what should you buy this, is it worth it, and all that, I can do that. But here I just want to do an unboxing, show the opening of it, so you can see it in all its glory. I'll take Big Guy out for one last time, just to give a nice view of everything here, starting from the bottom, the way the light reflects off him, even all the Pikachus are looking at him. This is an impressive thing that I'm glad to have in my collection. I've been wanting one forever, and I finally got around to it. And of course, the head does turn, so you can have that dramatic wielding the sword raised to the sky. As soon as I get there, yeah. Raising the power sword high, ready to defeat his foes in a dramatic stance, with the shield ready to protect him. There we go. Oh yeah, let's do a little lower here. Bam. Yeah, so this is what I want to do. I want to do more figure reviews. I have other ones I can do, like smaller ones that don't take as long and aren't as in-depth as this one, like the Lightning Collection or whatever. That's on the list of things. If this does well, if people do want to keep seeing this, I have some more Gurren Lagann robots and otherwise I want to open them. I'll probably still do anyway, because it is my channel, and hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully we can bring in a new crowd. And if you like what you see here, as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon content, card game content like that, please leave a like down below, subscribe for more content like this. And I have been the one, Rallen Ryko. I'll see you next time. Let the power protect you.